like even just in 1950 with Sarah and Kendra.
Yes.
What can you tell us about having shot that episode prior to what's up there? A little bit backwards, not as forward thinking about 2016. So
Right.
Like an interracial couple.
Yes. Yeah. You know, that's as in the previous episode, I believe 107, which we saw already, Night of the Hawk. We delved into that a little bit with Jax's character, and a little bit with Kendra and Ray. There's a little bit of small bit of time taken to that in the beginning of the episode, as we kind of see what Ray and Kendra have been up to and where their relationship is. I appreciate that we got to say something about that and have that be a part of the episode without it taking over it as well, because for us not to have any kind of commentary about it would have been a little egregious.
Yeah, I like shows here. There's like an optimist and then there's Ray. Always expecting the best of people, or would you rather he were more realistic?
It's a good question. I think prior to this journey, Ray would probably have said, just be positive about it, expect the best of everybody all the time. I think there's a way of doing that, but an evolved way of doing that Ray is learning, which is not allow people to be what you want them to be, but to also understand that they may not be, and to understand their true motivations, and to understand that even though you've got two criminals on your team, that they're not defined solely by being criminals or by their past. They have the ability to change, they have the ability to be something more, and you have the ability to work together with them. And just because you work together with them doesn't make you a criminal either. So their stink doesn't necessarily have to wash off on you unless you allow it to. I think that's true in life for everyone. We're all good at the core.
Can you elaborate a little bit on the scene where you take a beating from Rory's character?
Yeah.
That was a little bit of a surprise because most people would consider your character and Rory kind of being simpatico because he wasn't going to stand up for you, but you stood up for him.
Yeah.
So what can you tell us about that?
Well, I think Ray was making a point. He was making a point to Rory that, look, even though we disagree, we're a team, and I consider you a teammate, even if we don't agree about everything, and I'm going to take one for the team, as it were. Protect my team, and when I see them in danger. A little bit of the selflessness, I guess, of Ray, or whether he thinks of it as selflessness or not, or just saying like, hey, you're not alone. Somebody does care about you, which I think is probably, a hard thing for Rory to accept. Although he's got, his relationship with Snart, I don't think he expects anybody to look out for him. So his view of the world is that nobody cares about him and the world's a terrible place, kind of a thing. So, screw it all. But Ray's kind of, in a small way show that that's not necessarily the truth. Kind of a powerful, sub idea. I've been pretty happy with how Ray has been. I think as the season progresses, he has a few more heroic moments, which I think have a stronger payoff because he hasn't been a hero in the episodes leading up, but a few defining moments where we see a couple of different colors, shades to his character, which are exciting to play, to show that he's not always just smiley, jokey all the time, but when it comes down to it, he can really really turn on a different gear and get into business mode and have some desire to really beat up the bad guy and take him out and be the not the darker hero, but more the vigilante revenge style energy without wanting to be a vigilante. That makes sense. Different energy.
Are these changes coming in part because of the relationship with Kendra that's now burgeoning, or how is that changing?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that's a motivating factor as she's put into as their relationship changes. He cares more for her, so when she's in a dangerous situation, it's more immediate, you know, especially since he missed the opportunity to help save Anna. It's even more important for him to be able to protect those that he loves, keep them out of danger, or you know, appreciate your parents for.
Is there an upcoming episode that hasn't aired yet that you're excited for folks to see that your character is gonna?
Well, I mean, all of them. I think the Western episode is fun. There's a lot of funny moments. There's some really cool, like, unique things happening kind of in each episode for Ray here on out. Funny stuff, and then epic, like, storytelling stuff that's happening, and evolutions of his abilities to a degree, which are fun. A little bit of history into his past, a little bit more. You know, we have so many characters in our show, which is amazing, but also you only get bite-sized story kind of from episode to episode. So you really have to watch the whole season to get a lot of the arc, because it's much more gradual than you might see in other shows, I think. But the Western episode, I think, is fun. A lot of fun moments for him. Some heroic stuff.